the news about Pixiv and its drastic changes to what is and isn't allowed on Pixiv, Booth, and Fanbox is incredibly disappointing, and it's really sad to hear, but now is more than ever the time to sit down and have a discussion about tolerance. The content that you don't like is one thing, but just because you don't like it doesn't mean that it doesn't have a right to exist. And that's kind of a lot of the point behind my channel and the content that I make, is I'm trying to introduce these things to different people who may or may not be used to it, in the hopes that more and more people say, you know what, I don't like this, but I don't have to go out of my way to bring it down. There are things that can just not be for you. That's allowed. But between DMCA and this, and the whole incident with Tumblr, and just, it's basically just a constant ongoing war on art, artistic expression, and freedom of speech, which I know isn't recognized everywhere throughout the world, but I feel like freedom of speech is only just a very small part of it, because this attack on artistic expression is something that actually makes the problem a whole lot worse before it makes it better. And it's bad enough that we have artists who do so much work and put in so much time and energy and effort, and they don't get recognized for it, let alone paid for it. And this just makes it harder and harder for those artists, those hard-working people, to get the recognition and get the compensation that they deserve. So just keep in mind that I will always be a champion for artistic expression, even the things that I don't personally like, even the things that I dislike very much, still has a right to exist, and I wouldn't want to take that away from anybody. Anybody who puts in the time and the hard work to make something deserves recognition for creating something, because there are too many people out there now who don't create anything. They don't read any books, they don't draw, they don't do anything at all, and this is very, very unfortunate news. So if you use Pixiv, Fanbox, or Booth, be aware that you have until the 15th of December to archive as much as what you've done as possible to avoid losing it, because that's one thing that would make me just absolutely devastated. Is I don't like for art to go missing. I don't like to hear about museums going up in flames, and this is essentially what that is. This is essentially a place where art was collected and stored being destroyed. So if you know anybody who uses those services, tell them that, hey, get your stuff, because they're coming after you. I'd like to be hopeful and say that it's not going to be that drastic, that it won't be as bad as it sounds, but we've been down this road before. So just don't take the risk. Archive your stuff, and every time they destroy a place for people to post their art, a new one will pop up. You just have to hope that the next one lasts a little longer. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say about it.